Hi, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk with Coach Sherri. I am Coach Sherri, and I am your career and business coach. I am here to encourage, to coach you, and to empower you through your career, through your business, through your life. This channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and of course, real life, real issues, and real talk. Today is November Thankful Nuggets, day number 24. And as I was thinking about what I was thankful for, similar things always come through my mind. Of course, every day when I open my eyes, I am thankful to God for waking me up. But I'm thinking about all the things that I have recently learned, things that I'm looking at, things hearing, things that I'm feeling. And I guess I'm kind of springboarding off of the last thing that I heard last night. Well, it wasn't the last thing, but it was something that I heard last night, and it was on Sister Fifi Tyson's channel. I've heard Vern's Junk Closet talk about it, and I know that there's a lot of buzz about it on YouTube regarding ads being put on non-monetized channels on YouTube. And it made me think about challenges that are always occurring as a YouTuber here on these YouTube streets, especially as a new YouTuber. And I wanted to have a discussion because I'm thankful for those challenges. All the challenges that YouTube has set up so far, which I look at as hurdles that I have to just overcome. I have to get over each hurdle in order to get to that finish line. And the finish line may be miles and miles away, months and months away, days and days away. But at any rate, I still need to get over each hurdle. And with each hurdle, I find that as a small YouTuber, I am getting better and better. And I wanted to have this discussion here live with other YouTubers to come in and chime in on their thoughts on the challenges that YouTube is setting up. I mean, there's challenges all the time. So this is just something else that we have to hurdle. And for me, like I said, that is my thankful nugget for today, the hurdles that I have on YouTube. So I see that earlier that over 50 and Fantabulous and the Elliott family of seven were here bright and early. They were here probably about 10 or 15 minutes before I started this live, and I appreciate them for being here. Vern's Junk Closet came in shortly thereafter, and she is one of the dopest mods, dopest channels. If you do not know her, if you don't know over 50 and Fantabulous, she's an amazing mod. If you don't know the Elliott family of seven and seeing how they are going about their day to day with all of those beautiful children, I encourage you to pick them all up. Also, as you're coming in, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Share it with other YouTubers, small especially, that you think might want to join this conversation. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you. I know it is dinner time, but I apologize. I didn't make anything. I have food, I have dinner, but I didn't make enough for everyone. So I apologize for that. It's a bring your own brown bag event. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And join in the chat, please. This is a very interactive live. That's why it is live. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to be able to comment back to you and just communicate. That's what this is all about. And after the video is done, after the live is done, if you didn't catch the whole thing, it's recorded, which is part of my legacy. I'm so glad it's recorded. You can go back and watch the replay, and be sure when you watch the replay to add a comment in the comment box and let me know your thoughts on the topic. Let me see who else is coming into the building. Put your mind to it. Hello, how are you? How's it going? It's good to see you. How's everything in your neck of the woods in Louisiana. I hope you and Brenda are safe. And I see Carter's Eats. Hi, Carter's Eat. How are you, Soror? It's so good to see you. I started looking at your flats challenge, and I didn't get a chance to see if you finished them all or not. Were you able to finish them in the time? Because I saw how you had to eat them like 3 or 4 times for each wing. So I hope you were able to complete and successfully complete that challenge. Everything's okay? All right, put your mind to it. Let me start pulling some people up here so you can see who's in the building, especially for the replay. I understand that, when you're looking at the replay, you don't have an opportunity to see the chat. So I'm going to periodically bring and pull people in that are in the chat onto the screen so you can see them, and hopefully you'll also go and visit their channels as well. So we have the Elliott family of 7, over 50 and fantabulous, Vern's junk closet. We have put your mind to it, and we have Carter's Eat so far. So like I was saying, you guys, I am not discouraged by the new challenges that YouTube has put in place. I mean, how are they going to grow if they don't have us grow? There's so many YouTubers. It's over a billion people, or over a billion videos are uploaded every single day. Millions and millions of people all around the world are on YouTube. YouTube, at the end of the day, even though it's called social media, is a business. And that business has to move with the times, which is one of the reasons why they are starting with the shorts. They are trying to keep up with what's going on other platforms like TikTok. And I can't get mad at them for that. I remember when I first got on YouTube back in 2008, believe it or not, I was a viewer, a serious viewer. But every now and again, maybe once every other year or so, I would upload a video. And back then, you couldn't do it from your phone. You had to do it from your computer. It had to be just right. It was so complicated to do it from your computer. That's probably why I never really became a content creator back then. I knew it was a brilliant idea because I watched content creators and I really enjoyed what they were sharing, and I felt I had something to share too. But it was like starting all over every time I uploaded a video. If you remember back in the day how it was to upload videos, put a thumbs up in the chat, or maybe put a number 1 in the chat. That was so challenging. So, I had kind of put that on the back burner, but then I started seeing more and more people on YouTube. I started seeing people filming using their phones. And that's when I started to become a little bit more curious about revisiting how I can overcome that challenge of just having to upload on my computer. And I started to upload using my phone. But then my challenge was I was only holding my phone vertically, because that's how we typically hold our phones, when we're calling someone, when we're even FaceTiming someone, when we're talking to them, the phone is held vertically. That's just how it fits in the palm of our hand. And, every now and again, you might take a still shot and have it horizontal, but for the most part, you hold your phone vertically. So I was filming my initial videos with my phone vertically. So I had those black areas on both sides, so it looked like a short, but it wasn't. And then I was like, okay, I have to figure this out. Like, what am I couldn't even figure it out. I didn't realize that all I had to do was turn it horizontally. And then when I realized that, I got over that hurdle. And then I couldn't film more than 15 minutes on my phone. I didn't know how I could upload a video longer than 15 minutes. I don't know what I was doing. I know I was doing some creation with editing on iMovie, and I couldn't download from iMovie to YouTube with a video longer than, even if it was 15 minutes and 1 second, it would not download. So then I realized I had to save it as a video and then go through that process. And that was a challenge. That took months for me to figure that out. Let me see if anyone else came into the building. Everyone is speaking. great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Carter's Eat, for sharing the live out. I appreciate you. Thank you. I see everyone is, oh, you're so kind. And okay, you're running your kids' bath. I understand. I was telling everyone, Carter's Eat. I know it's dinner time. I know it's family time. This is a bring your own brown bag event. So I don't have dinner for everyone. I did catch a bite to eat, but it wasn't enough for everyone. So I couldn't do it. So then I realized and I figured out how I can record videos longer than 15 minutes because it was just amazing to me to see people that have videos for 18 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I was like, how am I going to ever get ahead with my watch time hours if all of my videos are under 15 minutes? And like I said, I finally figured that out. That was a challenge and that was a hurdle that I was able to go over. Then I was trying to figure out the thumbnail. That was a challenge. My thumbnails would look like my last sentence. Whatever facial expression I had, either with my first word, take still photos of myself and put them at the beginning of the video, thinking, okay, I put my thumbnail in there and I'm good to go. And lo and behold, when I would upload the video and look at it, the thumbnail would still be that crazy looking face. And I just couldn't figure it out. And then I remember watching Beloved Life and every time and every now and again she'll still do it. I think I don't see her doing it as much. I don't know why, but anyway, she would pause and say, okay, this is a thumbnail. And she would stop and freeze and take a picture or whatever, or the film, I guess the camera would still be rolling, but she would say, I'm take a thumbnail. So I started doing that and still my thumbnails would look crazy. None of them would be those still frame pictures. So I was like, all right, let me calm down. Let me stop trying to figure this out on my own. Let me go and see what the word is out here on the YouTube streets on how to do a thumbnail. And I started seeing other YouTubers like Nick Nimmin and vidIQ, different YouTubers that were sharing how they create their thumbnails, what programs they use. And the program that I really like, well, really what I do word swag now, but I also use, let me see if I can find it real quick. Pronto. So Pronto was something that I was taught, when I was doing my investigation, my due diligence, trying to figure out how to do my thumbnails. And so I started using Pronto. But I still haven't really mastered the thumbnail. I see people who have amazing words and they do thumbnails that's really specific. They can do their facial expressions. Carter's Eats is fantastic at this. They do their facial expressions to align with the topic. They're able to point at certain things. They really take that time out and model what the thumbnail is going to be so that it can properly reflect that video. So that is still a slight challenge for me. I mean, I just do it my way. It is what it is. I got a compliment from the Elliott family of 7 tonight for this thumbnail for this live. So, I appreciate that because I'm still a work in progress. So that's still a hurdle I'm trying to get over. And that I know will just take practice. Let's see. Oh, okay, you're back. Hi, I am content. Is buffering? Okay. Is it buffering for anyone else? Let's see. Who's your crush, Vern? who did I say? Oh, Nick Nimmin is your crush? Yeah, he's cool. He's a wealth of knowledge. And put your mind to it. Yes, he's a wealth of knowledge. And so a lot of times when we have these challenges, you're not alone. And that's why I wanted to do this as my thankful nugget and to share it with you because I'm sure that you're feeling maybe the same way that I am. Maybe not with the same things, but the challenge might be what does this all mean with the ads if you're not monetized? And I chose to look at it like this. I My goal is to be monetized. And so it's going to get my viewers used to seeing ads on my videos. I hope, I just hope that YouTube selects ads that are appropriate for my channel. I equated it to a franchise. Franchises, they have a uniform way of doing things, and they want all of their franchisees to do it just like that, because that's where the success is. And for whatever reason, maybe YouTube is looking at it like, well, we have some people that are monetized and have ads, and then we have the people who aren't, who don't have ads. Maybe they want it all uniformed, because whether you are a small franchisee or a large franchisee, whether you have one business or 10 chains, you still have to be doing and looking the same. So that might be the reason why they want to start putting the ads. And it's not their fault that we're not monetized yet. I can't blame them that I haven't reached my 4,000 watch hours or 1,000 subscribers. That's on me. That's the work I have to do. That's my doing. So all I can do is grind even that much harder. So that is the challenge, is getting over the hurdle of not yet being monetized, so that, yeah, they're putting ads on my videos, but now that I'm monetized in the near future, God willing, I'm also able to benefit from it. So I don't look at it as a negative. It is a challenge, and I know a lot of people are feeling some kind of way, like, what you doing? But this is YouTube's business, and they are allowing us to use this platform for free. They could easily charge us a fee every month or every week. I mean, I know that once you are monetized, they take a percentage, and so that is their cut. But they're out there getting those ads to come to even pay you in the first place. So that's their fee. That's what they're due. So I don't feel that it's a bad challenge. It is a challenge. Not all challenges are negative. It's a positive. It's making us grind harder. It's making us think bigger. It's making us be more creative. It's making us put out better content. It's making us do things so we can attract new people to our channel, to our content. I see Lisa Black is in the building. So I am content. How is it? Is it still buffering for you? I hope it's not. All right, everyone is saying hello. So far, can you put a 1 in the chat box if you are monetized, and a 2 in the chat box if you're not yet monetized? And I'm gonna say yet, because that is a goal that we all have. Let's see. Oh, hi Raleigh Creative Travel. How are you? I love traveling. Let me tell you, I was just thinking about my favorite place in this country to go to, and I was talking about it with one of my dearest friends who lives in Conyers, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, and that place is Destin, Florida. And so, Raleigh Creative Travel, have you ever been to Destin, Florida before? That is such a beautiful, beautiful place. And so I was thinking about it the other day because, you know, it's not getting cold, but the weather is definitely changing. It's totally not summer anymore. And my body is just feeling like it needs to have that direct sun while laying on white sand, listening to aqua blue water waves coming in. And that just puts me in the mindset of Destin. So I miss it so much. Let me know, Raleigh Creative Travel, if you've been to Destin, Florida before. So I am content is monetized. Raleigh Creative Travel is not. Vern is, because and isn't. She is on her Vern's Junk Closet, but on her VMAX show, she's not yet. Let's see. Okay, it was okay. So let's see. Vern's is half and half. Raleigh Creative is not, and I am content. All right. You got married in Destin, Florida. I am content. Oh my goodness. Did you? Isn't it beautiful there? And I know for you, it must be even that much more beautiful because of that amazing event. That is so awesome. How far did you live? Like, what made you pick Destin, Florida? I guess I'm asking you too many questions for it to be alive and you have to type it in the chat. But if you could, like, okay, are you from Florida? What made you pick Destin? How long ago was it? Oh my goodness. Was it a destination wedding? Was it considered that for you since it is the United States? I mean, destination weddings happen in Vegas and stuff. So I guess that could be a destination spot. It is so amazing there. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so since I have half of you that are monetized and the other half, including myself, is not monetized, what has been your biggest challenge? But it's not a negative challenge, just your biggest challenge as a content creator here on YouTube. What would you say that is? So I Am Content says, we live in Tennessee, but it's several hours from us. It was where another relative got married, so we were copying off of them. That's a great copycat right there. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, so here from North Carolina, Destin is a 9-hour drive. But when I was introduced to Destin, which was about 25 years ago, 24 years ago, we lived in New Orleans. And so from there, it's like a 3.5, 4 hour drive. And I don't know if you noticed, a lot of the license plates in Destin are Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Georgia. That's where they go to play. So just no matter where I go, that's just a place that is dear to me, and I will get there by any means necessary. And, even though it's a 9-hour drive, and there are flights, I think we would have to fly into Pensacola. There are flights, but the drive is so wonderful. There's no tolls. It's not like going from North Carolina to New York through the turnpike, or, through DC and all that, where you have all these tolls. It's a beautiful drive. The roads are well kept. The scenery is wonderful. I don't mind the drive at all. Not at all. Let's see. So Raleigh Creative Travel is saying, I'm at like 667 subs and will probably get hours before subs. I'm thinking that too. I'm over 600 as well. And I can tell you exactly how much I'm at. I have it written down in my planner. So I'm at 663. So we're right there together, and I have 1301 watch hours. And I feel like I'm gonna probably get, I'm not sure. And actually, Verns, you could probably help us with that. When you have that type of ratio, typically, do you see a person getting their watch hours before they get their number of subs up? And also Carter's Eat might be able to help with that. And put your mind to it too. We got some bets in here. We have some ballers, some YouTube ballers in here. So, typically in terms of it being a challenge, not understanding that ratio, what do you think would happen first? If you are a little over the halfway mark of 600 and you're at between 1,200 and 2,000 watch hours, what would happen first, your watch hours or your subs? If you can let us know that would be great. And so Burns is telling you that that's a great thing. I Am Content, biggest challenge is getting views. It's no different than before I got monetized. It's been my experience. You need thousands of hours to make a significant check. So with that being your challenge, what are some things that you're doing to try and get more views? Or does that mean that you're making more videos more often? Does that mean that you're doing more collaborations? Does that mean you have to do more research to see what is trending in the topics that you like to talk about? What are some things that you're doing to overcome that challenge? And that's the thing, when there are those challenges, and like I said, challenges are not bad. It makes your brain expand. It gets you off balance because you always are thinking like, all right, what do I do next? So when you're thinking about what to do next, what is it that you do next? So I'm asking you, I Am Content, what are some things that you are trying to do or putting into place to do to overcome that hurdle for that challenge? So Raleigh Creative Travel is saying, true, I am here via Verns, as she is a sub of our channel and may have met her through Edna's World. Okay, well, welcome. Yes, Verns is the YouTube cheerleader. She is awesome. She has connected me with so many amazing people. I'm grateful. And I actually have been meeting amazing people in just about everyone's lives, or, replays, or, just being in their presence of everyone that's in this live chat right now. There's some great people here. So I am content is saying, I did it too, Raleigh. I was closer to my hours than my numbers. So I am content. When you became monetized, did you get to that 4,000 before? And if so, how did you get more subs then to catch up so that you can completely be monetized? Let's see. Raleigh Creative Travel saying, I have been through Destin, but never stayed or actually visited there. First of all, okay, so I'm in the Carolinas. So everyone in the Carolina, I'm in North Carolina. Everyone goes to Myrtle Beach, Hilton Head. Um, what part of North Carolina is my cousin in? She lives in let me think. Wilmington. And there's a lot of different coastal areas between North and South Carolina. And that's all well and good, but it's something about the sand when you go north of Florida that is on the icky side. The sand typically will have more rocks or some seaweed even in it. I don't know why. So when you get out of the ocean and you walk through the sand to go back to your house or your room or whatever you have mud on your feet. By the time you get off the sand, it's mud. And it sticks to you like a second skin. And it's not good. It's icky. It makes you feel gross. and and that's the one thing that I did not like when I would go to the beaches here in North Carolina or South Carolina. It's the aftermath, the sand, and also the water is not it's actually getting a little cleaner, but it's just not blue like that. But in Destin, the sand is pure white. One time we drove there at night and it looked like snow was on the ground when it was compared to the black sky. The sand is so soft. And that's another thing. In North Carolina and South Carolina beaches, the sand is so hard and hot. You literally have to have some type of foot covering in order to make it to the water because your feet will be burnt on the bottom or irritated. They will be irritated. So but in Destin, the sand is powder soft. It feels like you're walking on cotton. And it doesn't stick to your skin like mud. It might be a dusting, like a powder dusting over your body. You can literally lay on the sand without a towel and it's not even hot. It's cool. I'm just trying to tell y'all. That's it. All right, let's see. And I have to pull up. I'm noticing because yesterday I had my contact lenses in, so I could just sit back and read and see, and I can't see a thing now. So Vern's Junk Closet is saying both of you are on track to be monetized by the time you reach 1,300 followers. That is, you think so? You think so? That would be so amazing. I would love it. I and that feels so doable. That feels like a shorter hurdle. It feels doable. Put your mind to it says the subs was hard for me. The subs were hard. Why do you think the subs were hard? I know that you had a very good viral video when you first started Put Your Mind to It, which was a blessing. So why do you think it was hard or challenging for you to get subs? Let's see. Oh, I don't want to miss it. Did I miss it? Okay, so Raleigh Creative Travel is saying, funny thing is, I started my channel during the pandemic, and 98% of my channel has been lives, but I'm about to start putting content out because I want a balance so YouTube doesn't penalize me later. So why do you think they would penalize you? Because or do you have content in your lives or you just have silent live streams? Because I would think with creative travel, I would be really curious to see what your travel is like. And If you put up regular videos, I definitely would watch. I would watch your lives as well. So how often do you go live, and what time of day do you go live? I'm starting to look at my what is it called, analytics. And I know that Carter's Eats, she talks a lot about analytics in her lives. That's a person you can glean a lot from too. During her lives, she always drops nuggets here and there. She sprinkles them about. But I know that I really should probably go live during a week earlier. I just don't have the capacity to do that. Or I should drop a video lot, a video earlier during the day in the hours, because apparently, according to my analytics, that's when the majority of my viewers are on YouTube. Let's see. Yes, and Edna, I remember you sharing about Edna as well, Verns, and with her husband. I am content is saying, just as you said, I try to cover topics that are trending or hot topics within my areas of interest. Yes. And that's something that I'm starting to research more too, because here lately, up until recently, I had just been putting content that I wanted to share. And I mean, everything I put out, I want to share, but I was just putting out content that I felt people wanted to know. But once again, with Carter's Eat, she talks about analytics. I started to do some research on analytics, on tags and keywords, and typing in things that I want to talk about. And from there, I'm able to see other topics that are really relevant, and seeing what numbers they are receiving in terms of interest. And I find that to be very important as well. Let's see. So Raleigh Creative Travel is saying, I'm in South Carolina and my clients are in Hilton Head, so I'm there weekly. Oh, okay. So you know about that that sand that I was talking about. Oh my goodness. I mean, they have to have a water spigot at the end of every, at the start of the beach. So when you come off, you can rinse off, because that sand is no joke. It really isn't. I am content says, drop the link is what created my subs between 700 and 900 plus. Now my numbers seem to be growing organically. Yes, I am content. I'm trying to tell you, drop the link. That has been a godsend for me. I need to go back and see how much. I know I grew by at least 200 as well, since being on there. And it's not like I was on there every day that they had it and that they still have it, but when I was on there, I really connected with great content creators on there. And I really like how, when you drop someone's link and you can watch their channel. So even if you are already connected with them, that gives you an opportunity to catch up with what they're doing. So I appreciated that. I did. Raleigh Creative Travel, and also Bluffton, South Carolina, and Beaufort, South Carolina. So I've been to Beaufort, South Carolina years ago. We went for a Gullah festival. It really wasn't what we thought it was going to be. It was really kind of like a fair, and Carter's Eat, if you are still in the building, once the pandemic and everything clears up, I recommend, if you haven't gone yet, to go down to the Gullah Islands area in South Carolina, like in Beaufort. Take the kids. It's really cultural. So what we ended up doing was taking a carriage ride tour through Beaufort, and it was beautiful. It's amazing to me how those water cities, what do they call them? Coastal towns and things like Beaufort, Charleston, New Orleans, how they have this same kind of flavor to them, this same kind of feel, which is what I like. Put your mind to it is saying, the subs was hard for me because I'm addicted to my camera. Because you're addicted to your camera. What does that mean? Why? Because you were taking a lot of pictures, taking a lot of videos. What, or because you weren't going into other people's lives? Like, what were you doing or not doing, and how did you get over that hurdle? Because you have 8,000 members now, something like that. So you definitely went over that hurdle very well. You definitely got over that challenge. Vern's Junk Closet is saying, yes, at Raleigh Creative Travel, you should have a mix of both. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have some live, some videos, some shorts, some, you know, some things that can appeal to all people, because not everyone has time to be part of a live. Not everyone has time to sit and watch a 30-minute video. And but then there's a lot of people that can just watch a quick video and just get it in. The only thing is that with the quick videos, especially since I'm not monetized, they don't really help towards the my watch hours. But I really love putting out that those quick little tips, those quick little nuggets. I really enjoy those a lot. And I know once I am monetized, I'll be doing those quite often. I haven't done a premiere yet. And that's something I was talking with Vern's Junk Closet about. Because I have a series on Saturday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a business or are interested in starting a business and want to build a strong foundation, it's a business playbook series that I'm doing, and it's 10 parts. I did my first part on this past Saturday, and this Saturday coming up, I'm going to be talking about indirect and direct clients. And so I was going to do that as a live. Oh, I'm sorry, indirect and direct competitors. I was going to do that as a premiere, and last Saturday it was on commitment, and I did it as a live, and I enjoyed it. But I wanted to I wanted to do two things. I wanted to give the information, and I wanted to be in the live chat as people were asking questions, making comments. I wanted to be part of that. I love chats and lives. That's why I always encourage everyone when they come in to please, participate in the chat. But it was challenging because I would have to say whatever, and then I would have to go to the chat and see what was going on. So I was thinking if I did it as a premiere, that I could have the premiere running and I could be in the chat full time with everyone and just kind of do it like that. And then if I did a premiere, I could almost do it like a real presentation with different slides and all kinds of things. Now I'm on StreamYard, so I know that there's a way that I can pull up some things. I'm just not that good with it yet, so I'm not even going there. But talking it out with Verns, I realized that a premiere would be a bit much for it to be an hour or more. And I don't want to I don't want to have people feel like they are being held hostage in my premiere. So I'm going to do it live, and what I'm going to do is practice and have some segments where I can take a little break and go into the chat. So this way, I'll have some good breaking points, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. So that was a challenge, but what the challenge did for me is it's making me level up. It's making me, up my game and do things so it could be more efficient and effective. So I am content is saying I'm also trying shorts. Burns, if you haven't already, we need a creating YouTube shorts class. If you've done it, what day was it? Yeah, and there are quite a few videos on shorts on how to do them. And Burns, that would be a good idea. And I feel like there's not enough information about how to do a short. That's something that can't hear enough of. I would love to see a video on that as well. I wonder, did Vern's do that? So she says, Vern is saying, so far I am not a fan of the shorts because it reminds me of TikTok, and shorts would not be advantageous for my channel. See, but it's not a bad thing because so many people want to go quickly and just see something real quick. And what I actually, when I started doing the shorts, look, I'm sounding like, I have all these people, all these videos. All right, well, when I first started doing shorts, this was how I was going to use them. I was going to use it as a prelude to my lives. I was going to do it to give you like a taste of what's to come. And then, because what I had been doing, especially when I have a guest, I will do a video before the day before I have my live to introduce the guest and what we're going to talk about and invite you to the live. And then I always do a a post video where I overview the live from the day before. So I was thinking instead of making that a long drawn out video, I could just do a quick, you know, real quick, join my live. This is the invitation to my live. It's going to be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would love to have you. I'm going to have a special guest, and that guest is going to be boom, boom, like that. And then that will be my short. That's kind of how I was going to use it. But I don't know why I did. I don't know what happened. I think I might have started doing it like that. But the thing, okay, so remember I told you one of my challenges was that I was filming everything vertically, right? So now I film everything horizontally. So I have muscle memory, and my muscle memory is telling me to always turn my phone horizontally so that I can film. But with the shorts, they have to be vertical. So sometimes when I think I did a short, it's really not because it's not vertical. However, I was on either I think it was vidIQ had someone on there talking about shorts, and they said that if you film it horizontally, you can cut it, you can edit it probably on Canva or whatever to make it a short with the black on the sides. I don't know what the dimensions are, but I'm sure that if you did research, you can find out what the dimensions are. Like, is it, I know it's not 1920 by 1080 because that's the thumbnail size. And if y'all didn't know that, that's the thumbnail size. If you do a thumbnail and you edit it on Pronto or whatever, you want to do it at the 1920 by 1080. I remember that by heart. Let's see. Put your mind to it is saying my camera goes everywhere with me. So that means I can pick up a lot of video all the time. And that's how I got mine. Oh, okay. So you were able, oh, I see what you're saying. So when you were saying you always have your camera, you're addicted to your camera, you take it with you, you capture things. That's great. Yeah. And I'm starting to do that more and more. I mean, I don't have a camera. I just use my phone, but I typically will pull it out and start filming. And it's interesting because at first, especially when you're in public, especially when I'm walking by myself, at first I was like, this is weird. People are going to be like, what is she doing? But I don't even care anymore. I love it. And no one ever looks at me strange. No one asks. And I think it's because when I do that, I'll have my earbuds in and it probably looks like I'm FaceTiming someone because I'm talking, I'm listening, or I'm not talking, things like that. Raleigh Creative Travel. Oh, I keep going. I see so many people came in the building. Hold on. Okay. Let me go speak to everyone first. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this breathing nurse. Nurse, are you so serious? How are you? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing? Oh wow, it's so great to see you. I was thinking about you and a whole slew of people from Promo STK just just the other day because I was like, wow, there's so many great people that I met when I decided to really put my foot in this and put my name in the hat to build my channel up. And it's like I can't find y'all. I don't see anybody out there. Are you okay? How's everything in New Jersey? How's everything going? I hope you and your family are doing well. I hope that. Yes, no, don't get the corona. Mm-mm. Oh, let me go. I see Designs by CAD Pro is in the building. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while either. How are you doing? Look at this. This is like a little reunion. Maybe I should have had some food. Triple C and Joe Show. Hello, how are you? I'm so glad that you are here as well. And Joe Sports and Ministry Talks TV. Hi, I saw you Sunday at Minister of Music Terrence Trower. How are you doing? It's great to see you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go through. Oh, it's so good to see y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Now I'm getting dizzy pulling my the things up. Because I want to make sure I get everyone and what they're saying. Okay. So Raleigh Creative Travel, and thank you all for being here. This is my November Thankful Nuggets live. This is day 24, and I'm talking about how I am thankful for the challenges that I have faced on YouTube. And I'm having this conversation with you all because I know that you have had challenges, and those challenges are not bad. Those are hurdles that once you get over them, you are so good. And so that's why I am thankful for them. Those challenges have made me level up my game and do my very best and research and observe others and reach out and just try to hone my craft and make what I put out there even that much more valuable. So I am not mad at the challenges. And the most recent, I guess it would be a challenge, is the fact that they're going to start putting ads on non-monetized videos. And I first heard about that at Vern's Junk Closet, and then again last night on Sister Fifi Tyson's channel. And so I just wanted to make a little video about it because I'm actually thankful for it. It's making me not be complacent. You know, it's making me say, "What? They gonna do that? Okay, all right, I got you, no problem. I see what you're doing. Let me up my game. Let me do what I need to do. Let me become monetized and do my best." So that's what this is all about. If you all have not yet thumbs up the live as you have come into the building, whether you are in the chat or just watching and listening, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel someone else might want to join this conversation, share it out. If you are new and you are just like, wait a minute, I've been here before, but I just hadn't not yet part of her team, I invite you now to subscribe and hit the bell for notification. And if you are just coming in and you were late, you know, this is recorded, so we'll have the replay, which is a great thing. Let's see. I am content is saying, but Burns doesn't it help to get views to draw people over to the channel for the longer videos? I don't know. I could be wrong. So right now, if you are just coming in, we're talking about video shorts. And Burns is saying, I will not lay on the sand without a towel. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Just like you won't eat strawberries. Do we have to go there, Floyd? Oh my goodness. I'm just saying that's how powder white, that's how soft and cool the sand is in Destin, Florida. You can literally lay on it without a towel and be okay. It's so fine. It's not thick sand. It's very, very, it's like sugar, powdered sugar. It literally is like powdered sugar. Raleigh Creative Travel is saying, I just do lives of talking and interaction with audience. Mondays at 8 Eastern Time. I think they would penalize me later with ads or less revenue since I have little content if I was monetized. So for those of you who are old school on here who are monetized, is that a valid point that because Raleigh Creative Travel does mainly lives, would she be penalized? Because that's a good question. You know, I'm thinking about going live even more, and I definitely don't want to have it penalized if I do that. So, how does that work if you are doing a lot of lives and once you get monetized, how do you put the ads in like that? So, Verns is saying you do not get watch time hours for shorts, right? Because they're so short, but it's still like a good little quick tip nugget invite type of thing, you know. Raleigh Creative Travel saying it's showing I have got over 3 hours so far. You got 3 hours on your shorts already? How many shorts do you have? Wow, that's awesome. And so Verns is saying yes at I am content, but it should be aligned with your channel. um yeah, it's brown when you get out of the Hilton Head sand. I know. Put your mind to it. It's the watch times was easy because I was always putting up content. And put your mind to it. How many when your viral video, how many views did you get on that video? That and I think you said that was your first video that you had put up. And she also says, you know, when you look at it, I think both of them are kind of easy. Neither one of them are too hard if you put your mind to it. Yes. The wreathing nurse. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't even know. She was so motivating. I mean, look at me, wreathing nurse. Remember, I wouldn't even go live. I was petrified to go live. It was the craziest thing. You would think that because you do videos that going live would just be so easy. So that was another challenge for me, going live. Going live, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I say? And people were like, just say what you always say. What is that? You know, it was I couldn't get it together. And look at I'm live. Look at me. See, that's what I'm talking about. The challenges and then the hurdles. And you get over the hurdles and you forget about the challenge. You can't though. You have to always remember because that's what is going to keep you moving forward. So like sometimes when I have my clients or even my children, you know, they'll say, they'll try and tell me what they can't do. That's why you have to store up all those great things that you did do, so that when you think you can't do something, you look back, you go into your storage bin, your little file folder, your cabinet, you look through that and you see all the things that you did get through, all the hurdles that you did go over, all the barriers that you were able to push forward through. And that is what gives you and empowers you, gives you the courage and empowers you to go through whatever it is that you're going through right now. That's why there's nothing too big or too small. I mean, God is with you all the time. So he brought you to it so you can get through it. And that is what I always do. That's why, okay, yeah, I remember that. I was petrified of going live. That was a serious challenge for me. A serious. I thought that was going to be a game breaker, deal breaker. Like, oh, this is not going to be good. I can't. I'm just going to have to make a whole bunch of recorded videos. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. You know, people were inviting me up on their platforms. Dine Diva, DMV Dine Diva was like, come on, you can come up. You know, Adrian Cooking and Food Review, he would invite me up. I would be in his lives and he would open it up like, come on, Coach Sherri, come on up. And so that kind of stuff really started to help loosen me up with the idea. Pandy's Hair Candy and More had me come up one time, and then Sister Fifi Tyson walked me completely through it and helped me understand it. You know, she practiced with me. She went on my first live with me. So it was really, it was a process. But you can't always expect those challenges to be rightened, to be made whole right away. It's going to take effort and time. Let's see. So put your mind to it, is saying I had to start off with 10 minutes or more videos. Now it's easy, and all you have to do is 8 minutes. Yeah, I understand that. And that is probably another change that YouTube did. See, they always change it, always. That I think it was like 30 minutes or so. I don't know. Don't get me started. All I know is that now is at 8 minutes. All your video needs to be is at least 8 minutes to get ads put on it. I see everyone is speaking. Um, I'm gonna go down because I'm missing so many people. I apologize. I'm excited. This is how I get caught, and this is why my husband, he would always be like, oh, "My goodness, I'll be in the car," like, especially after church. He'll be like, I'm gonna wait in the car. I'm be in the car. I'm gonna pull the car around. That's what they say. I'm gonna pull the car around. I see Taylor's Fire and Smoke Cooking is in the building. Hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you here. Yeah, so put your mind to it, y'all. Her first video went viral. The first video that she posted, and it had 10,000 views. Could you imagine? It's like, what? 10,000? I guess I need to start a channel for real. Yes, yes. Good evening. I apologize, you guys, for not being able to see everybody. I see my girl is in the building. Vernell, hello, Vernell Livingston. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh my goodness. So I want to tell you, I got your request, and that content is coming. I'm definitely going to share that with you. Absolutely. Let's see. Um, Vernell is saying, show me when you get to 500 subscribers, start working on your hours as well as your subscribers. And a tip, get with someone that already has 1,000 subscribers, have them help when you go live. Yeah. And, this is YouTube is, you have your own channel, but it is by no means a solo career. It is by no means a singles game. You need to collaborate. You need to definitely connect with other people that are where you at, people that are above you, and then you need to be pulling people up from behind you. It's all, everyone is connected, and that's important moving forward. Absolutely. You have a short with 500 views? That's what I'm talking about. That's the thing. Okay. That's the thing about shorts. So yeah, no, you're not going to, from one video, one view, it's not going to be an hour because it's a short. However, 500 views adds up. And that's where that is. Raleigh Creative Travel, that's what that's about. It adds up. Yes. That's why I'd rather have 100 customers pay $1 than one customer pay $100. I want you to think about that. I'd rather have 100 customers pay me $1 than one customer pay me $100. And that is for many reasons. First of all, that one customer, 9 times out of 10, that one customer is not going to tell anybody else about what you did, what you have, who you are. Out of that 100 customers, probably a good 30% will. So if you have a short or any video and you have so many people that are watching it, it's a better chance that more people, they will tell more people than if just one person watched one long video. And I think that's what it is. That's the key. That's the business equation. That's statistics. That's economics. That's marketing. That's not calculus. But that's what it is. I remember my father used to always say that in business. He'd rather have 100 customers than just that one good customer. Because we have amazing, and see, the more exclusive, quote unquote, your customers are or your viewers are, the less likely they will share you out. It's almost like they want to keep you to themselves. You're their best kept secret, you know? That's why I like to spread who I am, where I'm going, who I'm going with amongst a lot of different people, because you can't just run in one circle. It's not always going to work out. Yeah, isn't that awesome about her viral video? Oh my goodness. So Vernell is saying, whatever your channel is about, make a playlist and have people play your playlist, make different kinds of files for your channel and have people run your playlist. And that's something too. That's why you're not on an island by yourself. You have to collaborate. And that's what a lot of people are doing, is playing playlists. And that is so important I think, to have different categories of videos in different types of playlists, because like I was going to play, and I'm playing it now, a playlist of someone. They're almost at their monetization, monetize. You know what I'm saying? And I went, and she has 3 playlists, and one is like all her videos, and her videos are, a lot of them are live, so it's hours and hours. And then another is something else, but it's like, man, I wish you had like a 20-hour playlist or even a 30-hour playlist, 24-hour playlist, something that, I can know I have a start and a beginning. Because if you want to try and assist and help everyone or a lot of people, if you're running somebody who has 200 hours worth of video, that's hard. That's really hard to do. And you don't want to just stop. If you're going to run somebody's playlist, you don't want to just stop like that. Let's see. Hey, welcome to the CLA channel. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. So put your mind to it, is saying she started doing tiny homes. Yes, and that's what she does too. She does tiny homes. She does tours of the home. So if you like to see what other tiny homes are looking like in other parts of the country, because she's in Louisiana, she does a lot about farms and four-wheelers, and she's an all-around. She has a fun game of Family Feud, her and Brenda. Just amazing. Watch time adds up. It does add up. It really does. It does. Hi, Lisa Black. Lisa Black is in the building. How are you doing? MSK Family Vlogs. Hello. It's great to see you all. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I appreciate y'all. Feel like I need to have a what do they call, like a gift that you take when you leave? Like, thank you all for coming. Iron Content is saying, exactly, with the shorts, YouTube is pushing them to compete with TikTok, and that short could be viewed by someone who wouldn't click a video. We can gain a new subby. Yeah, and that's just, casing the joint out. It's putting out your fish net and just catching those fish any way you can. You guys, I'm trying to tell you, getting older is a challenge that I'm trying to overcome as well. Hereditary, through genetics, yeah, through my genes, I have bags under my eyes, but I feel like as soon as I turned 51, them suckers popped out for real. And so where I didn't have to wear like makeup under my eyes, I'm finding that I have to now. And so I'm trying to figure out that whole balance of it all. It's crazy. But it's a blessing. I'd rather be getting older than not aging at all. That's the thing. Let's see. This breathing nurse is saying running your playlist is great, except it doesn't do anything when you are monetized. grow organically. Yeah, and when I do run a playlist, I always try and watch their information because I really want to get to know who a person is. Yes. Thank you for welcoming everyone in, Verns. Thank you. Let's see. Burnell is saying, um, doing one playlist tonight. One person every night that you want to help. So you're saying, we all are following amazing channels, and not everyone is monetized. So anything that you can do to help them is great. Absolutely. Okay, I see everyone is saying hello. MSK Family Vlogs is saying, yes, I noticed the watch time from October to this month. Since October, I uploaded once a day. I'm going to have to go back to that again, I guess. This is my first time doing a video every single day for November, my November Thankful Nuggets. Today is day 24. And at first, at second, up until yesterday, it has been so challenging. But the thing is, today I'm starting to feel like it's what I do. I told my family, I'm like, I'm getting ready to do a video. They was like, okay. They know it's almost like part of my routine now. And that's the thing I find with all the challenges that YouTube is putting together to make it a little more challenging to become monetized. Or you know what it is too? Sometimes people do things, they put obstacles in the way because they really want to say they really want to see who wants it, who really wants it. They make the reward amazing. And I know that some YouTubers are saying, well, the money isn't always all that great or whatever, but it's still more than what a person may have had when they weren't monetized. So they are making that reward a little more challenging because they're weeding the weak out, and they only want the strong to survive. So I'm trying to be one of the strong. And if you're trying to be one of the strong, if you could put a red heart in the chat, I would love it. I'm trying to be one of the strong to survive. So I don't want to be one and done. I don't want to be monetized and then I'm ghost. You don't see me anymore. I really want to continue on this journey. And like, I know it is challenging. I mean, right now for me it's challenging. I have a career, I have businesses, I have children, I have a husband, I have a household, I have things that I do, I have myself. And then you put this into it. So I have to carve out time for it. And that's where calendaring it comes in. And I talked about that on Saturday in my business playbook series. So, while I'm going through this challenge, I'm learning new ways to help myself set up for that success and that continued success, not to start and stop, but to start and continue success. Let's see. Um, I know I miss you too, the wreathing nurse. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. And it's almost like you guys, okay, so like December, January, I decided to build, and I was that was one of my prayers, was to find a good group of people. I didn't know where they were. I looked and looked. I was everywhere. I was in different lives. I just couldn't connect to people. They just weren't speaking to me. Not like they weren't saying hello or anything. It's just something about the vibe was off. And I looked up and got blessed by finding Promo STK and her lives back then. Remember her lives, this breathing nurse? Her lives were, you felt like you were in a cul-de-sac and it was a block party. And everyone is like speaking. People got, grilling food over here, people doing this over there, people saying hello, people snatching you up, realizing who you are, like really getting to know you, asking you real questions. I mean, it was like, oh my goodness, this is what I have been searching for this whole time. And it's almost like, because one or two people it's almost like they graduated, not that they got monetized or anything. A lot of people got monetized because of that connection. But once one or two, you know, strong threads in that group left, or just they didn't pull the grill out, it's like, it wasn't the same. I don't know. It's just weird. And so, I have been very fortunate to find other people. I found Vern's Junk Closet. I found Sister Fifi Tyson. I found other people, Carter's Eat, and I just keep on now. I'm in these different circles, and they just keep turning and turning, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. Please get to know your analytics for your channel. Yeah, and that's something that was a challenge for me, and that's something I'm really starting to pay more attention to. And hearing Vern say it is on point. Carter's Eat always says it. If you look at B Love's life, she always talks about analytics. I think she definitely has grown her channel because of her analytics. Let's see. Raleigh Creative Travel is saying, I'm going to head out. So blessed I have found you. Everyone is welcome to come see us. Can't wait to meet new friends. Thank you for being here. Definitely. And you know what? Let me write your name down while I have it still up here so I won't forget. Let's see. Raleigh. And I hope you all are capturing each other. If you don't have people, please write their name down and go check them out, because these are all great people in this live. They all are great. Yeah, and there's the whole creator studio. Exactly. The YouTube studio has everything. And I actually started utilizing my YouTube studio a lot more when I was going to the drop the link that Vern's and her group had, because they would always say, go back to your YouTube studio to see the comments. Because even if you're on your regular YouTube channel page, you may not see all of the information, all of the comments for all of your videos, but that YouTube studio will have everything related to your page. I Am Content has a tip. Make sure to change the category to match the topic. If the video is politics, select that category to help with your audience finding you. That's a great tip. And I always forget that. Put some chocolate on. I always forget that. That is so important. Okay, so it's like you're in YouTube studio. You go to your videos, and what is it says it's a tab that you have to push. I can't remember what it is. And you push it, and it shows you the categories for your type of video. Is it a education? Is it a blog? Is it a or vlog? Is it politics? Is it whatever? It's like a few categories. And is it humor? I think is one too, or comedy maybe. But that's right. So I have not been diligent at all with selecting the categories, but I am content. I will definitely do that more. Go back and do that, because that's something that is easy to just pass over. Put a 1 in the box if you go and do that. If you change your categories. Mm-hmm. Routine and consistency is key. It absolutely is. Put your mind to it. Says they may not ever look at your content, but they are subscribers, and that counts. Yeah. You're going to have people that they might meet you in a live like this, and they really want to get to know you, but there's so many people. I think I'm subscribed to almost 1,000 people. And so I was actually spending some time, and Vern, she gave me this idea. She don't know it. She probably didn't think it was an idea. She was just telling me what she was doing. She's going back and she's making like a little list of different people that she's connected with to go and look at some of their content, to kind of catch up with them. And that's why I was thinking about this rethink nurse, because I was like going back to people that I had connected with earlier when I was starting to build my channel. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna go revisit them so that I can get reconnected. And that's really important, instead of just being a subscriber, one and done. I personally, I want to not only subscribe to you, but I want to be connected with you. But I know that there's a lot of people that will subscribe. They have good intentions, but then they just never come back. And, that's one of those life happens moments. And thank you for the red hearts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Vern's Junk Closet. Oh my goodness. You are so amazing. Let's see. I want to keep for memories as well. Yeah, I definitely look at all the videos I make as part of my legacy. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us, but I know 100 years from now definitely is not. And at least not for me. Who knows? Maybe. I don't think so though. I'll be 151. But I want my future, my children's children, to be able to look at my videos and see what I was saying in 2020, 2019, and see if it's still relevant for where they are. It might be a moment in their life that they needed to hear it. You know, every single tweet is stored in the Library of Congress. They've been doing that for years, since at least 2009, 2010. They realized that tweets are valuable. You know, that's history. And so they decided, regardless if you delete it or whatever, your tweets are stored in the Library of Congress. And I'm quite sure Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of them are doing the same, because that's history. That's content. And so that's why it's important, whatever you put out, to have it make sense. Have it be a good representation of who you are and how you want to be remembered and viewed. And try and let it have a little bit of value, just a little bit, you know, sprinkle something in there so that we all can get something out of it. All right. And so this Rethink Nurse is saying, I was running playlists in the break room on my own. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I run them all kind of ways. That's why I was telling my son, he went to go work out. I said, okay, so I'm going live. You can listen to me. He was like, I'm gonna listen to music. I'm like, you can listen to me? He was like, that defeats the purpose. You know, listening to a podcast doesn't get me in the same headspace as music. I'm like, dude. Just Fire and Smoke is saying, I totally understand that sometimes don't mesh. Yeah. And MSK Family Vlogs is saying there is really nice people in this community. Yeah, it's good vibes. It's so chill. That's what I'm saying. If I would have known Taylor's Fire and Smoke and Cooking was coming, I would have asked him to fire up the grill so we can get some of those pork chops. Oh my goodness, y'all. He made these pork chops. He made these ribs, and he had tried different sauces on them. He didn't prefer the sauces, probably because his sauce probably really kills the game. But I'm trying to tell you, y'all need to go over there. Y'all need to go. He's all that. Okay, everyone is speaking. Just want to make sure. And One Virtuous Woman, hello, how are you doing? Wow, it's been a very long time. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you and welcome. Thank you for coming in. Vernell is saying content creators know that you can run your own playlist. Yeah, I've only done that twice. But I know that as I get closer, I'm a definitely do that more often. Um, Definitely. Let's see. And then I am continent saying, yes, the first tab is your thumbnail and description, and the other tab is the categories. I learned that in a short. See, okay, Verns, we are going to get you into a believer after all about these shorts. So she's telling you what she learned in a short. Yes. So that's a good thing. So you guys, when you are in the YouTube studio, just look at what I am content is saying. She said that, you know, there's the description, the thumbnail and description, and then the other tab is the categories. You click on that, it'll have a drop down box and you select the category that's affiliated with your particular video. Very important. Yes. Go to different genres. Yes. Okay, thank you, Verns, for being here. I appreciate you for holding it down. She is the hostess with the mostest and the YouTube cheerleader. Verns Junk Closet is the truth, you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And Vernell is saying, and if you can do color coding for the people that you subscribe to, that's a good one to content. How do you do that? I know color coding like in Outlook, but how do you color code people that you subscribe to? That's a good, Vernell, you're gonna have to do a video. That has to be your first video. Can you please do a video and describe what that means? I would love that. I am content. It says I do a playlist play of the week and either pick someone run someone who acts and ask my subs and IG followers to run it too. That's a good idea. And I am a member of quite a few YouTube channels. Not quite a few, maybe like 5 to 8. I don't know, not that many. And Vern's Junk Closet, I'm a member of her channel, and she does a lot on IG with her members, and she allows us to drop our videos, to invite people to our lives. It's a very supportive network of people, and I really appreciate that, and I think that is so important. And when people know that you are almost close to monetization, then they will run your playlist. Let's see, MSK Family Vlogs is saying, great, I'm going to be checking mine tonight. Yeah, isn't that great information about that? It's something I had known, but I just hadn't, I don't do it often. I do it very rarely, very rarely. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. I am content, and once monetized, that will be a third tab in the studio in between the description and category areas. So what's the other tab? Is it something to do with monetization for there? I am content. I wonder. So you guys, I feel like we are coming to the end. I enjoyed this conversation with you. Thank you for sharing what your challenges are. But you look, even though it may have been a challenge, it may be still a challenge, it's not a bad thing. It's actually making you that much better because you have it within you. You are empowered to get through it. And that's the beauty of any challenge. And yes, YouTube will set up different things, new things. They are trying to evolve. They're trying to be relevant, but they can't stay relevant if they don't do anything new. Like I said, they started out where you could only upload or record from your computer to now we can do it from our phones. So they have to continue to evolve. And as they evolve, things are going to change for us. And initially, it may not seem right, it may not seem fair, but when it's their business, it's fair. It's always fair, and if we can't be concerned with them getting how much they're getting paid, because just think, all these billions of videos on here, what type of bandwidth space must they have? Like, what is their overhead looking like? So we are not being charged when you're not monetized, and you are being charged basically when they take a portion when you are, but you didn't have to go and market your video to those companies that are putting ads on there. You didn't have to sign the contracts, make those connections or anything like that. That's what they did. They have people who have to do that. Those people get paid, so that's their business. And this is just a stream. This is not the main thing. Don't let it be your main thing. Let this be one of your seven. Seven is the key number. Let's see. I am content is saying, and once monetized, that will be the third. Okay, yeah. It's where you put the ads on. Okay, and pick where the ads will be, the beginning or the end of the video. Okay, I never knew that. I never knew that. I knew that you had to place the ads, but I never knew what that would look like. And I'm thinking, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm just thinking this right now. So this is not something I know for sure. But I'm thinking that with those what do they call it? End caps, or those things that are on the in the YouTube studio, and you can click on it and you can put subscribe, or you can put a specific video you want them to play next, or a playlist, or whatever, those in whatever it's called. I'm thinking that that will give a person who's not monetized yet almost practice of for when they put their ads in their video. Is that kind of similar to what it would be like when you put your ads in your videos? A situation like that. Am I right to think that? Let me see. Thank you. Thank you. I am content. It was only wonderful because all of you were here. If I was here by myself, it might as well have been just a video, and I wouldn't have had this back and forth, this feedback. We wouldn't have talked about Destin, Florida. We wouldn't have talked about Hilton Head. We wouldn't have talked about video shorts. We wouldn't have talked about putting in the categories. It's a lot of things. We wouldn't have known about put your mind to it, and her bringing her camera everywhere. I love it. And this wreathing nurse came into the building, and just, it's almost like seeing a cousin that I hadn't seen in a year. I'm so happy to see her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was so nice to see you. Wear a mask. Oh yes, wear a mask, please, and stay safe, everyone. Yes, please. It's so dead serious. Like, it's just unbelievable. It's something else. MSK Family Vlogs is saying, how do we run our own playlist, like with our own channel? So what I do, I don't sign into YouTube. I'll be out of it. I'll sign out, open up a new tab. I'll sign out of YouTube, and then I'll run my playlist that way. I'm pretty sure that you can run it through your own channel, but I just do it like that, just to be on the safe side. And then sometimes when I think about it, I'll ask my kids to run my playlist as well. I haven't done that in a while, and truth be told, I've only done that one time. So yes, put your mind to it. Cards. That's right, in cards. So when you are placing ads in your videos, is it similar to how you set up your end cards? Because if that's the case, then that to me feels like I'm practicing before I get my ads, before I'm able to put my own ads on there. um, so I'm Content is saying the studio doesn't give you that much flexibility on mobile. It does on desktop to really place ads the way you place cards. It doesn't look the same though. Okay. But that's fair enough. At least I know that it's on that, like, that side with description and categories. And so MSK Family is saying, yep, this amazing chat, learning every day, learning every day. That's the goal. I'm trying to tell you, as long as you're learning, that means you are here. That's a great thing. Okay, all right. Yeah. Vernell is saying, I was asking, can you color code the content creator videos where you are a content creator yourself? Oh, I don't think so. If anyone knows the answer to that, please let Vernell know, or let us know, because you let her know, you letting all of us know. That's a good question. I do that too, Vernell. So like, I'll be in chats because I love to communicate in chats, and then the person who's doing the video will misread or misinterpret what I was saying, and I have to go back like, no, what I was really trying to say was. So thank you. You have to use a different address or account. Okay, so the Rethink Nurse is saying if you are interested in running your own playlist, you have to have it on a different account. So if you have a second channel, you can run your other channel. Like what I do, I sign out. So I'm just kind of like a nobody, just, running a list, or having your kids or your spouse run your list. Okay. Okay, Vernell, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. You have a good rest of the evening. Stay safe in California. I am Content, not to my knowledge with regard to color coding. I wish I could. Yeah, that would be really good. That would be really good. So this way, at a glance, you can kind of see different things. That's what color coding definitely does. But you guys, I'm going to come to an end. I appreciate you for rocking with me. I hope you gave this live a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, I invite you to do so now. Hit the bell for notifications so you can be notified when I go live. This was my November Thankful Nuggets. It was day 24. And I am thankful for the challenges that YouTube has set up, because that's just making me better. And I hope it's making you better too. This channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and of course, real life, real issues, and real talk. I will be back tomorrow with another live. I'm just not quite sure what time. It'll be between 5 and 7 in that time frame, and I'm excited for that. So I hope you can come and join me tomorrow night as well. And I'm just going to look again in the chat before I sign out. MSK Family Vlogs is saying, guys, you all are amazing. Again, this was nice chat. See you later. Thank you. See you. Thank you for being here. Taylor's Fire and Smoke is saying, have a great night. Nikki Nichols, that's one of my Destiny's women. She is saying, wanted to say hi. Sorry I was late. We'll watch the replay. I'm glad you were here. Thank you for being in the number. I am Content is speaking. Thank you all. Have a great, great night. And remember, practice how you play. Practice so hard that when you play, you will always play to win. This has been Real Talk with Coach Sherri.